Should you build your pond in a wetland? Well, I think most people would answer no, you shouldn't. But here in Uganda, where a lot of the land is wetland, you know, vast majority of it, you can just see it in the distance here. That's often what happens. People are really looking for opportunity, and a lot of the land is taken up by other things. There's loads and loads of wetland, so it's a natural place to do farming often. Now there's problems of course with that, because wetland is a very valuable resource for the environment. It's very good for nature. It's a big emitter of methane if you disturb it, which is a big greenhouse gas. There's a big problem with greenhouse gas. So yeah, it's not always the best. You don't necessarily want to destroy your wetlands, and also they're a beautiful environment. But you can see here we have a pond, a fish farm. There's 3 ponds. There's one here, one here, one here, and these were constructed just on the edge of this wetland here, over there. And I think this is a good, I'll explain in a second, but this is a good reason why you shouldn't, and actually why people can relax a bit about fish farming in wetlands, because basically this fish farm, because it's been built right next to the wetland, isn't working and is never going to work. I'll explain why. So the water, it's all to do with the water table. So the water table here in this wetland, the waters won't be very far away from where I'm pointing. And so what it means is these ponds, you can't ever drain them. So even though there's a pipe in here, what you find is if you're trying to drain the water, the water just seeps in from the sides because you're not going below the water table. So if you want to drain it, you have to pump it. And you can see, like I can hear the water and feel the water underneath my feet. And this is at the same sort of level as this pond. So you're going to try and you put your fish in here, you're going to grow them, and then what's going to happen is you can't ever drain it or empty the pond, and so you end up with fish that you can't harvest, and you can't get. The other big problem you get, and this has happened here, is flooding. So as soon as this is the end of the dry season, so they've had 2 rains so far, and it's already really wet over there on the other side. So all that water has to go somewhere, and it goes to the lowest lying part, which is these 3 ponds. There's one on the other side. And so you can't really protect against floods because you're at the lowest point of the land, because you're built in a wetland, and you end up with flooding in your ponds. Now when you get flooding, of course, all your fish, these banks don't exist and they can just swim away, and that's exactly what they do. And so you end up with ponds where maybe you fed your fish, you spent a lot of time building the pond, and you can't harvest anything because you can't harvest it because you can't empty it, so you can't always get your fish. So if you wanted to put catfish or something, you're never going to get them all because they burrow in the mud. If you put in tilapia, you'd get some of them, but you'd always be left with some tilapia in there. And then because you can't remove those tilapia, the next time you stock, you're going to have mixing, you'll have some breeding, you get lots of little tilapia growing. So it just messes with your production system. And then, of course, lastly, the protection that you get from building down dikes. So these actually not concrete, these earthen banks, you don't get that because you've built, you would have to go really high, and the water just pushes through anyway. The other thing that happens here is you can see how it just fills with mud. So there's a lot of mud in here. There's actually a dead fish floating over there. So yeah, we've ended up with dead fish. You can see they're floating in the water. There's at least 3. There's probably more in the mud. There's another one over there. There's another one there. So there's quite a few. And that tells me straight away that there's a problem with the quality of this water. And it's again linked to the fact it's in a swamp. So what that means is over time, the pond gets reclaimed by the swamp, the wetland. And here you go. Look here, you can see the process is much more advanced in this. You can see all the plants in here. You can see the vegetation is growing in. And this will just turn back into the wetland. See all the dead fish floating. It's not efficient or effective to have ponds in your wetland. So I've come to the edge of the ponds here. You can see this type of vegetation shows me that it used to be formed wetland. You can see how it's growing back in, it's taking back over that land. And so really, this encroachment, it's often it's called encroaching on the wetland, it doesn't work for pond farming because the swamp's always going to win. And unless you do some serious water engineering, hydrology stuff, I don't know all the details of that, but you know, you have to pump it all out and divert river channels and things like that. You're just going to really struggle to get ponds at this type of level working in a swamp. So yeah, that would be my my thought about that. Fish pond farming is not going to work in a swamp or a wetland, so we don't need to be quite so worried about that encroachment. And it's just, you know, educating farmers, and I understand why people do it, because you're trying to make a living. You know, what are you going to do? You own some land. Everyone needs to pay their bills, so the opportunity is there, but it doesn't work. So please don't build your ponds in a wetland. It doesn't work for you. My name's Tim. I'm here in Uganda. Thanks for watching, and it's great to see you. See you in the next video.